Right, let's do a really nice simple make with all the fancy techniques that are out there at the moment, which are absolutely awesome. Sometimes it's nice to remember you can just chuck glitter in things, really, if you want to. Nice and simple. So I've got some resin together. I've got this little cheap mould, which was from One Day Savings. The resin is Apex High Gloss, which is a 1-to-1, a nice simple one to use. It always debubbles nicely as well, and that's from Just For You Online. We've also got some glitter from Just For You Online, and that is like a pale gold. It's called champagne, but it's like a subtle gold rather than the bright yellowy gold. And we've got their white shimmer actual pigment paste as well. I get through a lot of that because it's very white, whereas a lot of white shimmer micas and things like that aren't quite as white. They're more creamy. Yeah, and I'm after a bright white for this. So we're just going to keep mixing this up, and then we'll mix up our colours and we'll chuck them in and see what happens. So I'm just going to decant some into each pot. Might have a bit left over as well. So we might have a bonus make on this one. Because I've mixed up quite a lot of white, a lot of clear. I wasn't quite sure how much I'd need. So I've mixed up quite a bit. And then we will get a little spoon for the glitter. I'm going to put quite a lot in, like so. I'm making a nice glittery mess as usual. Now the pigment paste, yeah, we can use that to stir that up. The pigment paste has been sat for a little while. I haven't used it for a couple of weeks, so I bet it's settled. So what I'll need to do is give it a stir first. You see I used it a lot. It's gone down quite a bit. It's one of my favourites. There we go. Actually, it hasn't settled too much. I thought it would have settled more than that. But as you can see, it's a very white shimmer. So I'm going to put that into here. Now people have asked me what the benefit of using a paste over using a mica powder are. Well, the main one I find is that you don't get lumps of colour. With using mica powder, no matter how thoroughly I stir it, sometimes I still end up with lumps of colour in there. And they don't appear until the thing's pretty much curing, and it's a bit late to do anything about it. So I find the pastes are actually very good. Of course you can make your own pastes using your mica powders. I'll put you links to videos for all these sort of things at the end of this video, so you can have a look and see how that's done. However, this is a bought one. You can just buy this over the counter. It's, as I said, from Just For You Online, but look at that, isn't that beautiful? You can see the glitter in that is sinking, so shall we try, oops, shall we try the Daniel Cooper anti-glitter sinking technique? I don't know if you've seen this, folks. Daniel Cooper has discovered for us that if you add a little bit of clear PVA glue to your glitter mix, it won't sink. Now he's only been using the tiniest little drop, but then again he works with much smaller pieces than this. He's usually using jewellery size moulds. So I'm going to put a little bit more than he usually does. But basically it thickens up your resin. If you don't want to do that, you could use a thicker resin to start with, or you could wait for this to cure up. Yeah, that's thickening. I can feel that thickening. Very strange. Might put a little bit more. I imagine if you put too much, you end up inhibiting the... oh, there's quite a lot more. That might be too much. You'll inhibit the cure of the resin if you're not careful. But I put quite a lot there, so make sure it's mixed in really well. Yeah, I can feel it thickening. So that should prevent the glitter from sinking completely. The other thing you can do, of course, is just put a hell of a lot of glitter in so it's got nowhere to sink because it's full. Right, let's do the antlers and the feet. with the glitter, and then we'll do the rest with the white. Yeah, that's a lot thicker than it would normally have been. So hopefully the glitter will stay dispersed throughout the resin a bit better than it normally would. Don't mind if it sinks, to be honest. It's just interesting to see if we can stop that happening. Yeah, so there's the antlers. Probably going to end up with a glittery head as well. Let's do the noses. I'm hoping the white will push the glitter back anyway. You know what, I think these would actually be pretty just in the glitter. It's gorgeous, this champagne glitter. Just like a really subtle gold. And yeah, I've got way too much mixed up. Bonus make coming up. Do the little tails too. So I'm just thinking on what to do as my bonus make. Oh, I know. I've got a paw print pot. Let's make the lid for that. I'll make a video on this actual paw print. Now look, I haven't got enough of that now. Mix a bit more now. Glitter really is beautiful, isn't it? It's a very, very fine one. Like dust. Does anyone else do this? You start making like a side make with your leftovers and find that you almost forget you're meant to be doing the other thing first. Been meaning to do this little paw print pot for a while, so yeah, coming to another video near you soon. Will be the paw print. Right, now we're going to just pour this white in. If I've got too much of this left, I'll have to pour it in something else because I need to let that cure, don't I? So with this, I'm just pouring it into the middle and letting it move. Once that's gone down a bit, I'll go back to it. Just let that all self-level. It looks like have got about the right amount mixed up. That's good. Maybe just a touch more. I've noticed this hasn't gone up round the loop of his antlers, so that's where you'll attach a little cord or a ribbon or something. And I think that's done that because I put quite a lot of that glue in and therefore it didn't flow. It had thickened and it didn't flow, so I've needed to just give that a little poke. What I'm trying to do is get it to dome just slightly so that I don't have to dome it afterwards. There we go, that has to be the easiest make ever. Of course you could use any colour combination you want and any glitters you want. I just happen to fancy using those ones together. But you can probably see why I wanted that extremely bright white shimmer rather than the creamy shimmer. Although creamy would have looked nice too, I think, but I just wanted it to really offset the gold. So, there we are. Just one tiny little bit more of the white, which is pretty much clear coming out of this pot now, but that's okay. It's a very fine line judging where you fill this up to without it ending up going over the sides. I think we're done. Right, I'll see you for the demould. In probably, this is a regular resin. It's supposed to take about 20 hours to cure. I usually find it's a bit quicker than that. So I usually use about 10 hours is enough. But really, if you want it to go properly rock hard, yeah, you should leave it the 20. It might still be a little bit bendy in 12 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours or whatever. There we are. So I'll see you for the demould. Okay, so these popped out of the mould nice and easily, and here we go. Aren't they lovely? See, sometimes all you do need is glitter. So big thumbs up for our cheap mould. I'll put you the link for that down below as promised, and for our sparkle and our colours here, again I'll put you the link for those down below too. So if you've liked this little video, do give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it very much, and of course I'd love to read your comments, so do drop me a comment down below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, the button to subscribe is down below here as well. So just have a, clicking things frenzy and it'll all be good. Thanks for watching then, folks, and I will see you for the next video. Bye.